Okay, here we go. You all ready? Weekly Flags Recap. Okay, here we go.
Is that a taco?
Hello everyone, welcome to the Weekly Flags Recap. I'm your host, Agent of Doubt, and please stop flagging each other. That's the reason I make this series, and I don't endorse anyone that I talk about in this video unless I explicitly say so. And I'm not going to try to speed through this at all. This is just going to be a long video because I didn't do the Weekly Flags Recap last week. Some horrible shit happened in my personal life, and YouTube changed their monetization policies, which made a rash of flaggings happen all over YouTube, and so the list is very long this week. I'm covering 2 weeks, and some shit happened. So, first, in the updates, I'm just going to say that many of the YouTubers that I'm going to list in this week's recap have had their monetization restored, so their flag situation has actually been rectified, but there's too many to list because it's very easy to get your monetization restored by just changing your tags, title, and description and then reapplying for monetization. So in the news this week, hashtag YouTube party is over happened, and basically people felt like YouTube changing their monetization policies and then telling people about it was going to be the death nail for YouTube. It's another one of those the sky is falling things, because there's always like, oh, this is going to be the death of YouTube, this is going to be the death of YouTube, and nothing ever kills it, but people felt that way. And many people decided to make a video on the subject, which made doing this week's recap even harder than it would have been just because it was 2 weeks worth of flags and YouTube, changed its policies, because so many people decided to chime in with their feelings about the demonetization, even though it didn't happen to them. So just hearing about the few cases of the YouTubers that they were subscribed to, they felt like making a video about it. That then got caught by my aggregators, which make this video series possible. And so I'm having to crawl through videos of people talking about the subject, but not having anything happen to them. And, I only watched enough of their video to discern, well, did something happen to them or not? And some of the larger YouTubers would make videos with, in the description it would say, did any of my videos get monetized? That clickbaity little tagline right there for people to click on was basically used by any YouTuber who didn't get any demonetization but still wanted to talk about it, and I had to go through all of that to bring you this report this week. So yeah, I'm not even going to try to trip over my words, just trying to race through this. This is going to be a slow, long recap this week. So, also in the news this week, Nintendo DMCA'd down over 500 fan-made video games. And one of the stranger reactions to that was No Man's Sky had been giving out DMCAs to people who got a copy of the video game and then were posting footage of it. Then they made a parody of that called No Mario's Sky, and it was part of these 500 fan video games that got DMCA'd down by Nintendo. And so now they've put up something called DMCAs Sky. Now, the mashup between Mario and No Man's Sky, that possibly was not covered under copyright, because all of the licensed copyrighted things that were in that video game. The people who made it, they didn't have any standing to make it. They didn't have any ownership over any of that intellectual property. But DMCA's Sky actually, to me, looks like I'd say at least criticism and parody, and I think it's a weird way to think about, like, creating a video game could be speech. That's an act of protest when they make it DMCA's Sky. So I feel like that one, it's going to be harder to DMCA down because it's actually a protest style thing that was put out there. It's like an artwork that, they're skating that line. It's an interesting thing. Links in the description box, or on my blog. Follow the link in the description box because there's going to be a lot of links. So, also in the news this week, epic fail. Warner Brothers actually managed to file a DMCA claim against one of their own properties, one of their own websites. And so it's part of that whole, when you automate this DMCA stuff and you try to take down all the people who are infringing, you better make sure that you're not filing a claim against yourself, because that's just retarded. Also, Sony Bravia TVs, after next month, they will no longer have a YouTube app built into it, and that has nothing to do with like contracts between YouTube and Sony or anything like that. Basically, YouTube has decided to add so many new features to the app and then encrypt all the data from everyone who's going to be using YouTube, just because they want to get more techie with their products. And so Sony Bravia TVs actually don't have the hardware to handle the encryption that YouTube is going to put into the app that's going on all the Android phones and on all the tablets and all that. So basically, if you have a smart TV, don't count on it having a YouTube app on it for very much longer, because services change and programming gets thicker, and Google expects that you'll be able to handle a certain amount of bandwidth over and above just their videos, and they can add this encryption because the world's changing. On with the flags this week. I'm probably not even going to be able to do this in 100 breaths, but here we go. In the gaming community, Icy Phoenix, Lord Kotalu Productions, Anthony Ravilla, Reach Fusions, Legend of Total War, Slapadon Live, The Social Solipsist, J Gaming 2, Armoon 4, Jacob the Gamer, Luigi Kid, Wither Nation, Petty Boss, Tude Plays. All of those were flagged this week, and also Basherverse. He thinks that Drama Alert false flagged him, and that's a old rivalry between Keemstar and Basherverse and Clara Baby Legs. So watch that one. That could turn into a flag war. In the great debate community, we had Hasib2. He got flagged. Mr. Repsion had 50 plus unmonetizations on his channel, and Secular Talk had a few of them as well. In the Radfemore community, Undoomed had to cut out 30 seconds of a video to be able to repost it and not have it be claimed. In the racial commentary community, Sonsore got flagged, J Swag DeBarber got flagged, Lewis Fam 23, The Bail Bonds Heretic, The RPJ Show, WLH, they all got flagged, and somebody who stole a Kanye West video and just uploaded it without permission, they got flagged. And also D-Sigs got flagged. In the YouTube wrestling community, Casey Lovelace got flagged, Jax Wolfpack WWE News got flagged, and Ed DeBosch got flagged for a tribute for China, the wrestler who recently died. And in the unaffiliated section, this is going to be very long, people, we had Scarce, PU, Nomadic Fanatic, Mr. Dan Dundee, Abayomi Robinson, M3RC3R, KSI, Onision, Troll Station, Boogie2988, JK Lolup, How I See the World, Lord and Arts, Joe Vegan, Nade Shot, ETC Show, Chris Raygun, Philip DeFranco, and that was Flag of the Week, Shake and Bake, S. Pete, Ian Hollis, Spencer Carter, Mark Dice, Stephen Engman, Blandfire, Lady Laura, Pizzawell, Suicidal Nikki, the A-Bomb Fallout Shelter Host, Makeapath Presents, Moto Marvel, Ziaxi, Zenny62, Zaldini 007, Michael Sorais, Transitioning to Vegan, Chunk 300, Edginess, Digital Adam, Ill Will Press, Joe Number One, Chris Lepaco, Sisterly Life Hacks, Chris Sanders, Some Idiot on the Internet, McJugger Nuggets, and all of those were flagged, and BDTU TV was flagged down all the way. 3 strikes and you're out. Okay, in this newer segment of the Flags Recap, the wrong side of YouTube, a video of the story of Eileen Warnos was flagged down off of YouTube. Trick Vlogs, the Foot Goddess Rabbit, she was flagged down for foot fetish stuff. Dexter Cool, he likes to upload videos about girls with diarrhea. It could be clips from movies, could be just girls with diarrhea, whatnot. He got flagged. Erotic Moi got flagged. Jason Ty got flagged for a naked girl's heartbeat. Basically, the camera started with the boobs being visible, and then they put the camera on the girl's chest and you could hear the heartbeat. But it was an ASMR video, and somebody didn't like the nipples at the beginning. Emmasturbate, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's either E-masturbate or Emma Sturbate. I don't know. That was flagged. And Lizette Morales was flagged for a blowjob tutorial. How to suck your man off. Flag watch this week. Videos with sensitive subjects in the tag title or description. Words like rape or ISIS, whatnot. Talking about PS4 Slim could get you flagged. That happened with a lot of people. Movies about Gorgeous George, braless breast play, and black women going their own way. I think that's what Bwigtow is. Anyways, I'm going to add one right now to my list. Videos about veganism. Don't do that for the next week. That's my prediction. Veganism is going to have a hard time this next week. I've included a lot of random shout-outs and news stories at the bottom of the list. Please stop flagging each other, and I will see you guys next week. And hopefully we won't have another snafu like happened last week. Sorry about that. Hope you enjoyed this 2-week edition of the Weekly Flags Recap.
Do you have a flag?
вашу мать! Найти! Арестовать, сука! Взять отпечатки, ёб! Расстреляю нахуй!